What's poppin' with the SQUA? It's your boy Amauri, and we are back with another video. Today, I am bringing you an album review. I feel like I haven't given you guys one of these in a while. J. Cole just dropped the off season, so why not? Here we go. If you have something to say, drop down to the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. I love to hear all opinions, and remember, music is subjective, so please take mine with a grain of salt. And so, let's jump into it. The Off Season by J. Cole. Overall, I feel the album is pretty solid. I didn't dislike a single song. The flows and flow switches were on point, the bars were incredibly solid, and he had some incredibly memorable punches. Let's start with 95 South. 95 South, in my opinion, felt like an early peak for the album, but it started off very well. I would have preferred just the rapping and no melodies at the end, but it was still probably my favorite track despite all of that. That Luigi line was crazy. Put an M on your head, you Luigi brother now. One of the memorable punches I was talking about. And to be honest, when 95 South first dropped, I think this was probably the biggest line that people were talking about and are talking about. Also, I really do feel like Cameron should have got a verse. I was expecting Cameron to get a verse, and I was kind of disappointed that he didn't get one. Despite all of that, like I said, 95 South was a standout song and still probably one of my favorite tracks on the entire project. Another standout song was My Life. In my opinion, that song was probably just the most mind-boggling piece of music on the project. I honestly have never heard 21 Savage slide on a beat like he slid on that beat. Just the way he danced on the production, the way he was telling a story, the way he evoked so much imagery, it was really incredible. And 21 absolutely stole the show. I definitely believe that more people were looking at 21 when the song was done over J. Cole. And that's okay. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with other artists, feature artists, getting a little bit of shine on somebody else's project. Not only does it show community, but it shows that not just one person is the one to look out for. Interlude is another standout track, but it is one of those tracks that came out before the album was released, so people had already heard it. Interlude was one of those songs that was released prior to the album being released, and so the hype for the song had come and gone. Despite that, I still find it being one of my favorite tracks on the project, just simply because J. Cole's rhyme scheme about EMTs and surrogate mothers.
Blood leaks while the EMTs gotta carry her baby like surrogate mothers.
That hit me in a way that I wasn't expecting. I rewound that line at least 4 or 5 times. The delivery was perfect, and that was probably one of the most memorable punches on the entire album for me personally. That being said, I don't think that Interlude is as strong as, say, 95 South or My Life, especially, but it does hold its own in a project where I feel like J. Cole has many peaks as well as many valleys. Overall, I feel like this album was very solid. It had a lot of peaks, but rarely did it ever remain there. When the album peaked, you could definitely feel it, but rarely did that momentum carry over for a long period of time. Overall, I will say this is probably not my favorite J. Cole project, but it was definitely enjoyable and listenable. It's definitely replayable. It was definitely filled with classic J. Cole style introspective rapping over boom bap type beats, but as well as some melodic rapping over trap style beats, and it all meshed very well together. Despite that, I still wouldn't say this is one of J. Cole's top projects, and honestly, I personally wouldn't even put this in the top 3 of J. Cole projects for myself. That being said, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I would love to hear how you guys felt after listening to the album. Did you feel fulfilled? Did you feel like this was it from Cole? Did you feel like it was worth the wait? Or did you feel like, you know, a little more to be desired could be there? I would love to know what you guys think. Please go ahead. Drop down to the comments. Let's have a conversation about it, all right? Until next time, I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys want to check out any of my other reviews, they should be on the screen somewhere. And yeah, I'll check y'all later. Deuces.